Regenerating the mandala snake, it became Tang San's original first soul ring. Fortunately, awakening the Duozhidwafu system and giving away 2 additional skills, devouring talent and evolutionary talent, she transformed into a dragon and became the master of Dolua continent. Morin. Be a good soul beast, don't I smell good? Or did my brother mistreat you? Wang Qiu'er. Brother Molan belongs to me, and no one can take him away. Gu Yuna. Is he the soul beast I have to wait for, the person who can lead us back onto the stage of the divine realm? Zhu Zhuqing. I was born to be a person of Morin, and died to be a ghost of Morin. Bibi Dong. I am willing to follow Lord Morin Ian. Did you resurrect me, Lord Morin? P.S. Welcome to read this book, remember to click on bookmark. Keywords of the novel. Doluo. Reborn mandala snake, Duozhidwafu no pop-up window, Doluo. Reborn mandala snake, Duozhidwafu complete collection download, Doluo. Reborn mandala snake, Duozhidwafu latest chapter reading. Chapter 1. Rebirth of Mandala Snake. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 1 Rebirth of Mandala Snake Dolua Continent. Hunting Soul Forest. A mandala snake, about 4 meters long and appearing emerald green all over, slowly opened its eyes with a shimmering green light. He looked up and down at the situation around him. Suddenly, something strange filled his mind, and after a moment, he opened his eyes again. Darling, I have actually traveled to the Dolua continent. And became a soul beast. Not bad, Morin is a traveler. Others travel through time, either crossing over to the body of a useless soul master, awakening their golden fingers and starting a life of cheating, reaching the pinnacle of life. Either dress up as a genius soul master and grow into the king of the continent with the green light all the way. He was lucky and crossed over to a soul beast. Mandala Snake. The first soul ring of the protagonist Tang San. This damn life, ding. The Duozhidwafu system is starting up. System. My golden finger has been credited. The Duozhidwafu system has been launched. The host can obtain rewards for increasing cultivation by giving birth to other female soul beasts. The more offspring they have, the higher their cultivation and lifespan, with no upper limit. For example, for every child born to the host, they can earn 1 year of cultivation, 2 children can earn 2 years of cultivation, and so on. In addition, while obtaining cultivation, there is also a certain chance to receive additional rewards. Having a child can lead to longevity. Is it really fake? Who doesn't want to have more children, more blessings, and a long life? Even if Morin is now just a century-old soul beast. Just as Morin was overjoyed, the sound of the system rang in his ear again. Detected that the host has a beginner gift package. May I ask if you want to claim it now? There is a beginner gift pack. Morin's mood has improved. Claim. I don't know what's inside the beginner's gift package. Successfully claimed, congratulations to the host for obtaining the devouring and speed running talent skills. Devouring talent skill. The host can evolve and increase their own skills by devouring soul beasts and soul masters. Speed running talent skill. If you can't beat it, run. This devouring ability sounds pretty good. Can you swallow the soul devouring master? The speed running skill sounds good too. Morin extended his hand. No hand. I casually swept my tail and only saw a phantom in the air. Sleeping slot. This escape skill, max. You should know that at any time, any species will escape, which is equivalent to an additional life. Saving skill. The system is amazing. At this moment, a distant howl of a wolf startled countless birds around. Suddenly, the surroundings fell into a state of silence. The gentle breeze slowly blew by, leaving only fallen leaves fluttering and falling with a slight crisp sound. A natural sense of crisis caused all the hairs on Morin's body to stand up. At such times, the best approach is to run as the best strategy. Especially for soul beasts like Dolua Continent, which have various eerie powers. Morin slowly let his body crawl down, then slowly retreated back, doing his best not to make any noise. Just as Morin's body had taken a step back, a huge silver figure suddenly emerged from the grass in front of him. Jumped in front of Morin. The silver-white fur shimmered with dazzling starlight under the sunlight. A pair of crimson eyes looked at Morin arrogantly, and the most peculiar thing was that there was even a vertical silver eye on its forehead. Dolua Continent Edition Erlang God. Owl, the three-eyed silver wolf let out a long howl, instantly making Morin's body cold. Nima. I'll fuck asterisk hashtag star dot. In harmonious terms, he is taller than Morin, at least for 1,000 years. Morin dares not stay any longer, quietly moving his body backwards, ready to run away. The three-eyed silver wolf was furious when he saw Morin's movements. A little mandala snake dares to ignore it. I am a noble three-eyed silver wolf, just like the noble three-eyed golden dragon, with 3 eyes. It's an honor for the mandala snake to be eaten by it. The sharp teeth of the three-eyed silver wolf were prominently exposed, and its body made a speed dive. In the next second, the ground beneath its feet seemed to be shattered by something, forming a spider web and splitting in all directions. Immediately after, the body of the three-eyed wolf king disappeared in place. Reappeared, already in front of Morin. Sleeping slot. In an instant, Morin's adrenaline surged and Sayako ran away. Several times, Morin almost caught up with it, relying on his physical advantage to narrowly avoid it. Damn it! Are you sick? Ahem. Although the three-eyed silver wolf only called out, miraculously, Morin understood. It said, little thing, dare to run, when I catch you, I won't tear you into pieces. Morin is foolish not to run. But running like this is not a solution. Morin could see that this three-eyed silver wolf was playing a cat-and-mouse game with him. Damn it! A scholar can be killed but not humiliated. But what should we do? Suddenly, his spirit flashed. I remember, I'm really meowing. Did I just wake up a system? I also gave away 2 talent skills. Shwa. Forget about such an important matter. Without hesitation, Morin immediately arranged the skill of rapid escape. In an instant, the three-eyed silver wolf could only see a phantom rushing towards the tree. The crimson eyes seemed to emit a hint of suspicion, not understanding why the speed of the mandala snake suddenly became so fast. Suddenly breaks suddenly and almost hit the trunk of a tree. Ahem. Soul beasts that can survive in the starry forest, regardless of their age, are somewhat intelligent in their bodies. This three-eyed silver wolf is no exception. It cautiously circled around the trunk of the tree, and after confirming that there was no danger, the ground beneath its feet once again cracked in a spider web, and its body instantly disappeared. It's fast. Morin is faster. Foolish dog, come on, come and catch me. Just now, the three-eyed silver wolf chased after Morin like a mouse, and now Morin is playing with it like a mouse. Morin attempted to provoke the three-eyed silver wolf while analyzing ways to deal with it in his mind. Being a soul beast for the first time, I am not very familiar with my skills. Besides, wolves were originally social animals, but this three-eyed silver wolf was alone. And it's been so long, I haven't seen any wolf packs around. So there are 2 possibilities. One is being left alone. Secondly, it is not allowed by ethnic groups. It is unlikely to be left alone due to its strength, so it is not allowed by the ethnic group. Fortunately. You know, social soul beasts are the most difficult to deal with. Even soul masters are afraid of encountering group-dwelling soul beasts while searching for soul rings. Beast sea tactics and the like, without a certain level of strength, there is only a dead end. Although Morin has received the system rewards devouring talent skill and the speed running talent skill, he is not confident that he can withstand the pursuit of a group of soul beasts. I don't know what skills this three-eyed silver wolf has. End of this chapter. Chapter 2. Phagocytosis. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. Chapter 2. Phagocytosis. Realizing that the three-eyed silver wolf had been played with by the mandala snake, he was so angry that he roared, but still did not follow up the tree. The three-eyed silver wolf regretted it, knowing that it should have been torn apart directly from the beginning. Seeing the silver wolf stop with 3 eyes, Morin was somewhat surprised. Can you say, what concerns does it have? By the way, soul beasts like wolves usually operate at night, and now it's daytime, so it seems like they can't fully unleash their strength. After understanding this point, Morin's confidence also increased a bit. The man's sixth sense tells him that the skill of the three-eyed silver wolf may have great benefits for him. The three-eyed silver wolf was the first soul beast that Morin encountered while traveling, and also the first soul beast that wanted to kill him. Can you tolerate it? Resolutely unable. The reason why the three-eyed silver wolf refuses to leave is twofold. Firstly, it feels that its authority has been provoked, and if it doesn't retrieve the venue, how can it still wander in this area? Secondly, it has a premonition that if it could swallow this mandala snake, it may have unexpected effects. Opportunities and dangers coexist. The killing aura gradually permeated between the tree trunks. The low-level soul beasts around sensed a crisis and disappeared in an instant. They could only hear the rustling sound of the gentle breeze caressing the leaves. Suddenly, shwa! A terrifying scar appeared on the body of the three-eyed silver wolf, but he did not see the culprit. Ahem! The pain emanating from the body, coupled with the inability to see the culprit, caused the three-eyed silver wolf to become wildly restless. The cunning mandala snake, when I catch you, I will definitely break you into pieces. Morin chuckled inwardly. Your cultivation is indeed higher than mine, but cultivation is not an absolute reflection of strength. You also need a smart head, silly dog. Morin no longer gives the three-eyed silver wolf time to react. The longer he drags on, the more unfavorable it will be for him. The emerald green figure transformed into a green rapid phantom, biting directly at the large artery at the three-eyed silver neck. At this moment, the three-eyed silver wolf was visibly panicked. Ahem! The three-eyed silver wolf howled into the sky, and the third eye on its forehead suddenly emitted a silver-white light. Charged straight towards Morin. This is one of its attributes, spiritual attribute. The reason why it can still live well after being driven out by the ethnic group is because of this attribute. Woo, I'll see if you'll die this time. Morin, who was running at lightning speed, suddenly felt as if his spirit had been disturbed. His speed slowed down in an instant, and his small figure gradually appeared in front of the three-eyed silver wolf. Is this the skill of the three-eyed silver wolf? If it were the newly traversed Morin, without knowing his own skills, he would really die. But now, he has a system. He wants to live. He wants to be the king. Be the ruler of this continent. Morin used his speed-running talent skill to narrowly dodge the silver light. Bite firmly on the large artery around the neck of the three-eyed silver wolf. I saw it struggling fiercely, trying to break free from Morin's mouth. Morin simply wrapped his entire body tightly around the neck of the three-eyed silver wolf, unable to shake it off no matter how hard it was thrown. From a distance, that action was extremely indecent. Damn it, in order to survive, Morin also fought his old face. Woo! The main artery was bitten open, causing blood to quickly drain from the body. In addition, the mandala snake is highly venomous, and the toxin quickly flows into the heart through the movements of the three-eyed silver wolf. Gradually, the movements of the three-eyed silver wolf slowed down. Dong! The huge body fell heavily, and Morin's mental strength was damaged and he was flown far away by the powerful inertia. Cough cough cough, the 5 organs and 6 viscera felt as if they had moved, causing pain that almost curled up Morin's entire body. I didn't dare to relax until I saw that the three-eyes silver wolf had lost its vitality. It's just a chest, it hurts so much. Until death, the eyes of the three silver wolves were wide open. It was defeated by a century-old mandala snake. Morin didn't hesitate, disregarding the pain in his body, and immediately got up to start devouring mode. The smell of blood will attract other soul beasts, and if it attracts a 1,000-year-old one, it might really end up here. Swallow the 1111-year three-eyed silver wolf, gain evolution points x22, and mental control ability. Morin didn't look at the reward he received, and his first time eating raw meat made him feel uncomfortable. Pooh, the raw meat is really hard to eat on a horse. He looked around and soon discovered a river not far away. He immediately ran to the riverbank and vigorously washed his mouth. It wasn't until the nauseating bloody smell in his mouth disappeared that Morin felt better. Looking at the reflection of a terrifying emerald green snake face and a pair of dark green eyes in the water. The huge snake tail swings back and forth, feeling very wonderful. Being a human for a long time, it seems like being an animal is also quite good. Suddenly, Morin's head was in severe pain, almost falling into the water. Sleeping trough. Which beast is plotting against labor management? There was a silence surrounding him. After the pain, Morin felt an itching on his forehead. It feels like something is about to break through the ground. As a golden light flashed, Morin got up again and approached the river, only to see an additional eye on his forehead, similar to a three-eyed silver wolf. What's the situation, from person to person? I've become the god of Erlang. No, just now the system seemed to prompt that he has obtained evolution points. The next second, Morin laughed excitedly as he looked up to the sky. Ha ha ha, have I already evolved? You should know that in the Dolua continent, it is a world of extremely important bloodline. Only Yu Xiaojiang, that useless person, in order to deceive everyone, would make such nonsense remarks about useless martial souls and only useless soul masters. Is the protagonist Tang San a useless martial soul? That special code is Blue Silver Emperor. Are the Shrek 7 monsters useless martial souls? Each special code is a rare genius in Dolua continent. He has the ability to find a soul master with 0 soul power and a martial soul of blue silver grass to verify it. It's just like being fooled by Bibi Dong's love brain. Suddenly, he felt a wave of mental energy and something approaching him. Sha, as the sound approached, Morin suddenly turned around. The next second, his whole body and mind relaxed. It's a soft-skinned and charming rabbit, still a mother, with a cultivation of over 1,000 years. The mother soft-boned charming rabbit raised its head and chest high, its narrow eyes slightly narrowed, as if looking at Morin. Damn it! Is it due to species change? I really meow and think this female soft rabbit is very beautiful. Coincidentally, he was still thinking about where to find a female soul beast for the reproduction of life, so he delivered one to his door. The rabbit is so beautiful, it must be easy to raise. Don't look at me with your lascivious eyes. If you look again, I'll dig out your eyeballs. Oh, I can speak. End of this chapter. Chapter 3. Soft Bone Charming Rabbit. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The source has no content or has errors. Chapter 4. Evolution in Progress. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 4. Evolution in Progress. Chapter 4. Evolution in Progress. Night vision is a natural skill of feline soul beasts. The mandala snake itself also has it. But compared to cats, there is still a significant difference. Not bad, not bad. It seems that we need to find several different types of soul beasts to try different skill effects. As for skills, who would think too much? Anyway, Morin doesn't mind. As the saying goes, remove the dregs and extract the essence. Give everything a try, and then discard those unnecessary skills. The main focus is on being stubborn. Swallow 120-year-old bamboo fungus, gain X5 evolution points, and enhance toughness. Swallow the 250-year ghost wolf, gain evolution points X5, and enhance bite power. Swallow the 500-year diamond silver wolf, gain evolution points X10, and obtain the skill diamond scale. Hiccup. As night fell, Morin, who was well fed and drunk, wrapped himself around a huge tree trunk, ready to sleep. If you don't look carefully, you can't even see a snake here. This is also one of the biggest benefits of being an animal. One person is full, the whole family is not hungry. Heaven and earth are like beds, sleep wherever you go. No need to consider houses, cars, tickets. Encounter your favorite soul beast and go straight up. It likes itself and everyone is happy. It doesn't like itself, until it's happy. The main focus is on being free to do as you please. Before going to bed, Morin called up his information panel again. Species: Mandala snake, 3-eyed, gender: male, cultivation. Year 421, skills: snake venom, devouring ability, evolution point 61 out of 100, spirit manipulation ability, night vision ability, enhancement of self skills, diamond scales. Today's harvest was quite good. Especially the scales of the diamond snake. Although the scales of the mandala snake are quite hard, they are still much worse than the scales of the diamond snake. He remembers very clearly that the mandala snake in the original work was killed by Tang San, who was only 6 years old. Regardless of whether Tang San is cheating or not, he can be injured by hidden weapons, which also indicates the flaw of the mandala snake. But now he's not afraid. With this diamond scale, as long as you don't encounter soul beasts that have been around for thousands of years, there shouldn't be much problem. It's because of his cultivation that he feels a slight pain. It seems that the task of extending offspring is urgent. Suddenly, a rustling sound came. It's like someone changing clothes, and it's like the sound of leaves rubbing against each other. Darling, we're doing it here and won't be seen, will we? Don't worry, I've seen it all before. It's absolutely safe here and there won't be any other soul beasts bothering us. Darling, let's start now, I can't wait. Don't forget, they are Millennium soul beasts. This is the outskirts of the forest, unless it is not eye-catching, anyone who dares to disturb its good deeds will definitely tear it to pieces. There's a good show to watch. Morin couldn't help but perk up his ears and listen carefully. His eyes opened slightly and he saw the two culprits. That are two strange spiders, surprisingly large. The main body has a diameter of over 1.5 meters and 8 spear-like long legs of over 3 meters. The whole body has a black shell, Chengguanhua is shiny, and the front end of the long legs is slender, deeply piercing into the ground. Although they are currently held together. But Morin still felt their agility. One of the spiders lay sprawled on the ground, looking like it was being picked by a ruler. From Morin's perspective, it is clear that the spider's abdomen is composed of white patterns, forming a fierce face. 8 small eyes flickering with a faint purple light pressed tightly against its lower abdomen. Human face magic bead. The second adventure of the protagonist Tang San. In the original work, this humanoid spider is a creature that even soul beasts fear. Fast in speed, with extremely strong penetration on 8 legs, and most importantly, the spider web it spits out comes with terrifying neurotoxic venom. As long as it is touched, it is basically finished playing. But there is one drawback, which is that you can spit silk up to 3 times a day. However, it is obvious that these two human-faced magic spiders are not the soul rings of the protagonist Tang San. His adventure is in the starry forest. If it weren't for Morin gaining night vision ability, he might not have been able to see clearly. The two human-faced magic spiders both look impatient. Oh, originally, soul beasts also enjoy playing with excitement. Darling, do you love me? Fool, of course I love you. If it's dangerous, will you leave me alone? Of course not, even if I risk my life, I will take care of you. Darling, stop talking, let's hurry up. The mother-faced magic spider shyly closed its eyes. As the male-faced demon spider rubbed its feet and prepared to take action, a sneer came from beside it. Girl, you can't believe what a man says on soup. Who? Ah. Hooligans. A emerald green snake's face suddenly protruded from the tree trunk, with a pair of eyes shining with a faint green light. The most peculiar thing is that it actually has 3 eyes. The human-faced magic spider is also widely known, but they have never seen a mandala snake with 3 eyes. When the 2 human-faced magic spiders saw Morin, the mother human-faced magic spider let out a scream and almost crawled up from the ground. It hid behind the male-faced magic spider, with 8 angry eyes looking at Morin, clearly frightened. It's not another man, it's my husband. Oh, ho SF. Morin likes it. Coincidentally, he was thinking about when he would have the opportunity to indulge in being a thief, and now he automatically came to his door. Spider, come with me. As long as you follow me, I will let you experience the ultimate happiness in this world. Seeking death. The male-faced magic spider felt insulted. How could it not know that there were such shameless snakes in this world? Surprisingly, he killed his wife in front of him. Can you tolerate it? Resolutely unable. The male-faced magic spider with 8 legs carrying a faint cold light stabbed towards Molin, and Molin's diamond scales instantly attached to his body. Ugly 8 monsters, am I wrong? You don't even know what a woman is, you just want to sleep on it. You shut up. The male-face magic bead opened its mouth and a huge spider web spewed towards Morin. A human face is faster than a spider, and Morin's speed is faster, so fast that he only sees a phantom in the air. The male-face magic bead was shocked in his heart, and before he could react, the next second, Morin's 4-meter-long snake tail shot towards it like 1,000 gold coins. Puff. The male-face magic spider was knocked out several tens of meters, hitting a huge tree trunk and falling heavily, as if its internal organs had shifted. What's going on? This mandala snake has only been cultivated for about 400 years. It has 1,000 years of cultivation, how could it possibly lose? Moreover, it is clearly the natural enemy of mandala snakes. If you dare to hit my husband, I'll beat you to death. Sister, don't get excited first. Don't you want to know if your husband will leave you in danger? End of this chapter. Chapter 5. Accidentally obtaining external soul bones. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 5. Accidentally obtaining external soul bones. Now is the time to test it. Morin doesn't mind the big picture when it's lively. He wants the other party to know what the truth is and what the actual feelings are. When it threatens vital interests and lives, it is all floating clouds. If you want to blame them for playing poker and hitting him in front of him. Morin leaned closer to the mother's face and the spider's ear and said, Sister, don't worry, as long as it doesn't escape, I won't kill you. I'm doing this for you. This is the first time that the female-faced magic spider has been approached by a male other than the male-faced magic spider. The warm breath spurts out, making it instinctively want to step back, but its back is against a big tree, unable to retreat. If you can't retreat, the mother-faced magic spider won't retreat either. Coincidentally, it also wants to see if its husband will work hard for itself. If the husband doesn't escape, it will be risking its life and moving forward and backward together with him. Little did they know that their angle at this moment, in the eyes of others, was like a tree beating. Morin hooked the corner of his mouth. A beast is a beast. If he says a few words casually, the other person will believe him. Silly sister, you still haven't taken my words to heart. What men say when they want to get into sea is all fake. The male-face magic spider finally regained its good breath, looked up, but saw the female face magic spider hiding in Morin's arms with a shy expression, flirting and teasing. Even, it saw the tail of the mandala snake extend into its wife's belly. My eyes suddenly burst into flames. Damn it. Dare to and, my wife, I'll kill you. The male face magic spider had been completely angered by Morin, and a purple and faint glow spread from it, dripping onto the ground. The large area of blue-silver grass under its feet melted so easily. Immediately afterwards, its front limbs and long legs were raised, clearly intending to kill Morin with a single blow. Morin let go of the female face magic spider and calmly looked at the male face magic spider. There was a pungent smell in the air that made people nauseous. Watching the mother-faced magic spider quickly jump up with 8 long legs and pounce towards it, it directly approached. Fortunately, there were enough soul beasts devoured today, and Morin used the mental control ability obtained from devouring the 3-eyed silver wolf to mentally interfere with the male face magic spider. Then, using the flame ability obtained from devouring the fire cat, he aimed at the male face magic spider and sprayed wildly. Although the system said he couldn't fight and could escape. But how could he possibly escape in front of the girl? If you want to escape, it's also a male-faced demon spider escaping. Under the interference of Morin's 2 major skills of spiritual control and flame, the speed of the male-face magic spider gradually slowed down. Damn it. I won't lose. But to its death, it found that the nerve paralysis toxin on its 8 legs had been completely burned. If it weren't for collecting it quickly, its legs would have been burned. What mutated soul beast? It's clearly the natural enemy of the mandala snake, isn't it? Damn it, maybe I really have to fold here tonight. It's not cost-effective to take one's own life in order to reproduce offspring. But today it only has the last spider web left, and it must be used without any mistakes. So, there's only one way. I saw the male face magic spider with its mouth open, and a huge spider web shot straight at the female face magic spider. Husband. You. The mother-faced magic spider looked incredulously at the male-faced magic spider. Husband, it actually attacked itself. Although they are both human-faced magic spiders, if they are hit by a spider web, they will also suffer a lot. Forget it. Instead of dying in someone else's hands, it might be better. At the critical moment, Morin's tail quickly wrapped around the body of the female face magic spider, lifted it up, and dodged the attack of the male face magic spider. Place it on the trunk of a big tree, and Morin's tail touches its head, comforting it. Stay here obediently, I won't let you die. The mother-faced magic spider's heart, which was about to be sealed in dust, seemed to have been pierced by something. He is really so gentle. After speaking, his body turned into a phantom and straight away, attacked by the ferocious face formed by the white pattern on the lower abdomen of the male-face demon spider. That's exactly where their soft spot lies. Don't kill it. Upon hearing the words of the mother-faced magic spider, Morin's speed paused slightly. At this moment, the male-faced magic spider lifted its front 4 legs and escaped from here at the fastest speed in its life. The mother-faced magic spider fell and sat on the tree, staring blankly at the direction of the male-faced magic spider's disappearance and murmuring. Why? Didn't you say that for my sake, you can sacrifice your own life? What about now? Not only disregarding one's own safety, but also abandoning oneself. Sometimes, the heart dies in an instant. Morin let out a faint sigh. It left you and ran away, and you still think about it. I really envy it for having such a good wife like you. The mother-faced magic spider not only did not feel happy, but also felt like a missing piece in her heart, unable to breathe in pain, and tears flowed down like free pearls. Morin gently patted the back of the mother-faced magic spider with the tip of his tail and said, "Sister, stop crying quickly. Brother, go help you teach it a lesson. Stay here and wait for me to come back." After speaking, he quickly chased after the direction of the male-faced demon spider's escape. The person beside the pillow hasn't been treated so well by a stranger who only met once. The mother-faced magic spider suddenly felt that all her years of hard work had been fed to the dog. In an instant, Morin caught up with the male-faced magic spider. Nima. It has already escaped at the fastest speed, and at least a few thousand meters. What kind of monster is this? Surprisingly, they caught up in an instant. Hee foolish Cha, do you think you can escape? If the mother-faced magic spider were here, she would definitely be surprised by the changes before and after Morin. Where is there still the gentle look from earlier? It's clearly a big bad wolf. You wanted to kill me from the beginning. At this point, if the male-faced demon spider still doesn't know what Morin's plan is, it will have been living for over 1,000 years. Molin Jejia smiled and said. If I don't kill you, how can I make my sister give up on me? You can rest assured to be my late-night snack, and as for your wife, I will take good care of it for you. After speaking, Morin made a motion without hesitation and moved forward at lightning speed. Hiss. A mournful cry full of piercing sharpness sounded particularly clear at night. The entire body of the male-faced magic spider suddenly rolled out, violently churning on the ground. The toxin spreading from its body instantly corroded the surrounding plants. Even thick trees are shattered by the impact of their bodies. Within a radius of dozens of miles, there is a mess. Good poison. The male-faced demon spider is unwilling. Why can this mandala snake contain such terrifying power, despite having only over 400 years of cultivation? Morin will no longer give it a chance and will directly activate the devouring mode. Swallow 1,200-year-old human face magic spider, gain evolution points x22, gain skills invisibility in spider web entanglement, additionally obtain external soul bones. P.S. Remember to help cast a small vote for the cute ones you like. End of this chapter. Chapter 6. Happy Dad, do you understand? You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 6. Happy Dad, do you understand? External soul bone. Surprisingly, it's an external soul bone. Ha ha ha, Morin laughed up in the sky. What good luck. As soon as he arrived, he was given such an incredible equipment. Not bad, not bad. This was originally the fate of the protagonist Tang San, but now it has come into his own hands. Hee things are getting more and more interesting. Without making any further stops, Morin returned the same way. The mother-faced magic spider is still immersed in the sadness of being abandoned by her husband. It doesn't understand. Even though it had made a vow to itself a few minutes ago, it immediately turned its back and became ruthless when faced with danger. Sister, it's not worth being sad for a scumbag. Let my brother comfort you. Morin's long tail enveloped the female face spider and carried it into her arms. My brother once said, it will allow you to experience the ultimate happiness in the world. The mother-faced magic spider was heartbroken, and coupled with being abandoned by the male-faced magic spider just now, she couldn't find a way to vent her emotions. Half pushed, half done, from Morin. The best way to forget a relationship is to start a new one. After one night Morin was entangled on the trunk of a big tree, while the mother-faced magic spider sat on him, with 8 long legs completely released and hanging boneless on Morin's body. His face was filled with satisfaction. Thanks to Morin's Vajra protection and the ability to devour the male-faced magic spider, he has developed a certain level of antitoxicity. Otherwise, he might not have been able to survive. However, not to mention, the spear of the human-faced magic spider with thorns has a unique flavor when used for massage. Morin has a certain taste of eating marrow. As the sky gradually brightened, Morin knew he should go. Morin, where are you going? Although we only spent a short night together, the mother-faced magic spider felt that she couldn't do without Morin. Morin looked up at the sky at a 45-degree angle with a faint melancholy in his tone. The world is so big, I want to go see it. If you love me, don't stop me. The mother-faced magic spider wanted to keep his words, but was instantly blocked in its throat. Will you still come back to find me? Before encountering Morin, it never knew that being a female was such a joyful thing. That is something that cannot be felt on the male-faced magic spider. It seems to have opened the door to a whole new world. It knows that it can't tolerate anyone else besides Morin. By chance, we will meet again. Morin always remembers that as a qualified Sea King snake, once you have completed the task, you must leave and never stay any longer. Morin, I'm waiting for you to come back. He's right. If you love him, don't stop him. All I can do is wait patiently for him to come back. Morin nodded slightly and gently patted its belly with his tail. As he withdrew, he instantly disappeared from the sight of the mother-faced magic spider. Not taking away a cloud, but taking away the heart of the mother-faced demon spider. In an instant, he arrived on the other side of the soul-hunting forest. Go ahead. In the following time, Morin encountered male soul beasts and killed them all. Mother, it's natural to tie it up and play adult games together. After playing, you can pick up your pants and leave. Ah yes, he's a soul beast, so you don't need to wear pants. That would be even more convenient. Mother soul beasts are happy, and Morin is even happier. My, and the mother soul beasts of Dolua continent are all mine, ha ha ha. 2 months later the suitable soul beasts in the soul hunting forest have been almost devoured. Wrapping her body around the tree trunk, Morin checked the panel information. Species: Mandala snake, 3-eyed, gender: male, cultivation. Year 421, skills: snake venom, devouring ability, evolution points 99 out of 100, spirit manipulation ability, night vision ability, diamond scales, invisibility, spider web, human face magic spider with soul bones attached, breath gathering. With his current abilities, as long as he completes his evolution, he can venture into a wider forest. For example, the starry forest. What only gave him a slight pain was that after the evolution point set reached 99, he didn't continue to increase it, so naturally he couldn't evolve. My cultivation has also stagnated. Shwa. Shouldn't the system be deceiving me? Actually, I can't even increase my cultivation level. Thanks to his diligence over the past 2 months. Congratulations to the host for winning the 9 suns and rewarding you with 9 years of cultivation. Suddenly, Morin's ear sounded a mechanical reminder of the system. Morin's brain had a momentary short circuit. 9 suns. Shwa. When did he get married? Why doesn't he know? No, it seems that he has played adult games with many female soul beasts during this period. Is it many suns and many blessings? Yes. His system is called Duozidwafu. He's become a father. Morin was so excited that he almost fell off the tree. The human-faced demon spider's external soul bone that should be carried on his back should be inserted into the trunk of the tree in time to preserve his handsome, graceful character. Immediately after, the system's prompt sound rang again. Congratulations to the host for winning the 3rd sun and rewarding you with 3 years of cultivation. Lying trough. Also, which female soul beast is it this time? Colorful cat. Human-faced magic spider. Or is it a 1,000-year soul koi in a certain river? It seems that the seeds he planted in the bodies of soft bone charm rabbit, human-face magic spider, and other mother soul beasts have sprouted. Morin stood tall and proud of his majesty. Just ask. Who else is there? Congratulations to the host for winning 10 suns, rewarding you with 10 years of cultivation. Congratulations to the host for winning the 12 suns and rewarding you with 12 years of cultivation. Congratulations to the host. In the following days, the sound of the system occasionally reminded Morin's mind. How to say it? It's a bit like the payment voice he often heard before traveling. Alipay paid 9 yuan. 20 yuan from Alipay. WeChat payment received 15 yuan upon receipt. This feeling is very magical. The system is not deceiving me. Morin couldn't wait to retrieve the panel information again. Species: Mandala snake, 3-eyed, gender: male, cultivation: 999 years, skills: snake venom, devouring ability, evolution points 99 out of 100, spirit manipulation ability, night vision ability, diamond scales, invisibility, spider web, human face magic spider with soul bones attached, breath gathering. Other Morin doesn't care at the moment, the evolution points are still a bit close. In the past few months, listening to the system's report on the number of births, although he did not carefully calculate, he could probably estimate that it should have exceeded 1,000, but his cultivation has still remained at 999 years. It seems that if the evolution point cannot reach 100, no matter how many children he has, his cultivation cannot move forward. And the number of evolutionary points seems to be linked to the number of children born. Basically, both types of data need to meet the standards simultaneously in order to meet the conditions for evolution. Without further thought, Morin turned around to search for the next target. Teacher, my martial soul is blue silver grass. What type of soul ring should I find more suitable? A little boy about 6 years old and a middle-aged man are walking together in the soul-borrowing forest. P.S. Just a weak question, is there anyone? End of this chapter. Chapter 7. Abolishing Tang Sanha Master. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 7 Abolishing Tang Sanha Master. Well, the blue-silver grass martial soul belongs to the weakest existence among plant martial souls. However, it also has compatibility that other martial souls do not have. So I think your first soul ring is best made of plants. After careful consideration, the middle-aged man confidently said. It is the protagonists Tang San and Yu Xiaojiang in the original work. Strange. Yu Xiaojiang suddenly stopped in his tracks, holding his chin with one hand as he pondered. Teacher, what's wrong? In theory, we have entered the realm of the soul-hunting forest and should encounter soul beasts, but we have been walking for 3 hours now and haven't encountered any, which is a big problem. What is it called that there are no soul beasts in the soul beast forest? Yu Xiaojiang summoned his martial soul Luo Sanpao again. Sanpao, come out. With a thud, a creature suddenly appeared at Yu Xiaojiang's feet. He is over 1.5 meters long, with light purple hair, dark blue big eyes, and a bulge on his head, resembling a pig but not like a pig. In short, he looks very comical. Sanpao, go check the situation around you. Hello, hello. The round Luo Sanpao walked and sniffed something while shaking his head and head. The soul ring light on Yu Xiaojiang's body flickered behind him, making Tang Sanyi envious. Fortunately, he will also have a soul ring. Gone. Which little rabbit without eyes dares to touch my master's porcelain? Morin was resting on a big tree when suddenly his body seemed to have been touched by something dirty. Lowering his head, he saw a mutated pig, a middle-aged man with a little boy about 6 years old. I wipe, isn't this the protagonist Tang San and his useless teacher Yu Xiaojiang? Morin suddenly realized that it had been a year since he had traveled to the Dolua continent. Tang San has successfully entered the Nodding Soul Master Academy and became a disciple of Yu Xiaojiang. That pig-like creature without long eyes is not a pig, it is Luo Sanpao. She. Morin couldn't help but burst out laughing. To be honest, this Luo Sanpao looks much more ridiculous in reality than the original work. The description of Sango is still polite. It's ridiculous. Morin remembers well, it has the blood of the golden holy dragon flowing on its body. This is 3 eyes, emerald green body, length of about 4 meters, it's 100 years. No, it's a Millennium Mandala snake. No, it's a mutated Millennium Mandala snake. Not good. Third, run quickly. I may not be able to handle this soul beast. This is the first time Yu Xiaojiang has seen a mutated three-eyed mandala snake. Although he wanted to study it, the current situation clearly does not allow him to do so. Nima, after walking for several hours, I didn't see any soul beasts. As soon as they arrived, there was such a powerful one. What luck! No wonder no soul beasts can be seen on the periphery, they have all been eaten by this guy. Teacher, we can't run away. Tang San took out a hidden weapon from the bright moon night on the 24th bridge and looked cautiously at the soul beast that suddenly appeared in front of him. Prior to this, neither he nor the teacher felt the presence of soul beasts. It seems that this soul beast is much more powerful than he imagined. But so what? He has hidden weapons and an unknown second martial soul. Regardless of whether it's 1,000 years old or not, if he encounters him, he will die. Yu Xiaojiang waved his hand and a yellow halo flew out of his body, covering Luo Sanpao's body. He shouted loudly, "Farting is like thunder, it's thunderous." As Luo Sanpao rose, a thunderous roar erupted in an instant, and a yellow light shield was suddenly released. Thunder was evenly distributed and struck Molan. "Want to fart, young master? Die for me." Morin opened his mouth and breathed heavily, and the yellow light mask suddenly turned in direction, heading towards Yu Xiaojiang and Tang San. "Third, put on your mask quickly." Bang! As the yellow light shield exploded, the bodies of Yu Xiaojiang and Tang San were instantly thrown out like sacks, falling more than 10 meters away. The pain in their bodies, coupled with the smell of Luo Sanpao's fart filling their mouths and noses, almost made Tang San and Yu Xiaojiang faint. At this moment, Morin opened his huge mouth and swallowed Luo Sanpao in one gulp. Swallow the 3 cannons of the martial soul Luo, gain evolution points x1, and obtain the bloodline. Golden Holy Dragon Bloodline. As expected, he obtained the Golden Holy Dragon Bloodline. Not bad, not bad. Morin was very happy, but Yu Xiaojiang was already feeling very uncomfortable. 3 cannons. He let out a scream. Puff. Spit out a big mouthful of blood and immediately passed out. Molan originally didn't like Yu Xiaojiang. Seeing him unconscious, he took the opportunity to make a correction and sprayed a bite of snake venom at his little brother. With his current toxin, Yu Xiaojiang, who had been sprayed, was neither dead nor disabled. "Teacher. If you dare to harm my teacher, I'll beat you to death." Tang San was furious when he saw Yu Xiaojiang, whose life and death were unknown. Climbing up, countless hidden weapons continuously shot towards Morin from the bright moon night of the 24 bridges. "Silly child, what level are you at? What level am I at? You thought you could deal with me with such an unremarkable hidden weapon? Let's go home and drink for a few years before coming back." Quang quang quang. The hidden weapon made a clanging sound when it touched Morin's diamond scales and skin, sparking sparks. However, Morin turned it off without being affected. What kind of defense capability is this? How terrifying. Tang San was visibly panicked. He just released his latest Tang clan hidden weapon, the sleeve arrow. Although there were only 3, they were all made of iron mother, but the result was like tickling the opponent. What should we do? Is he really going to die here? The first time we meet, there's nothing to give away. Just give you 2 eunuchs big gift packages. You don't need to thank me, my name is Lei Feng. After the brothers of Chao Tangsan sprayed a bite of snake venom, Molan left the spot at an extreme speed. He knows that Tang San, the father of Doluo, always pays attention to his safety and does not flee quickly. Once Tang Hao reacts, at his current level, he will only have to wait for death. Furthermore, in the original work, Tang San is very cunning, and it is unclear if he will leave any behind. Let's leave them alive for now. In the future the days ahead will be long as expected. As soon as Morin's figure disappeared, a black figure darted out of nowhere. The other woman, Master. Seeing Tang San lying on the ground, unaware of life and death, Tang Hao went crazy. He just left for a moment. Is his son about to die? Yin, I'm sorry for you. Tang Hao held Tang San and howled up to the sky. Suddenly, he keenly felt that Tang San seemed to still have a faint breath. Yin, our son hasn't died. Our son hasn't died yet. Tang Hao couldn't imagine how he would explain to Yin if Tang San really died. P.S. You can use your fingers to give a review score. Don't want to play alone. End of this chapter. Chapter 8. The Evolved Morin. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 8. The Evolved Morin. Nausea. Tang San was awakened by a mouthful of black blood. The foul smell in his mouth almost made him faint again. Strange. I seem to see that my dad saved me. He glanced around and saw only a middle-aged soul master, not a trace of Tang Hao. Did you save me? So it's not my dad. Dad, where are you? You have been poisoned by the mandala snake, but fortunately it has been cleared now. Let's rest well first. The middle-aged soul master looked at Tang San's expression somewhat inexplicable. Seemingly trying to say something, it eventually turned into a long sigh. A good child, it's just ruined. Teacher. Have you seen my teacher? Is he okay? The middle-aged soul master shook his head gently and said, the toxin on your body was suppressed in time and did not spread to the heart, so it did not spread. As for him. The middle-aged soul master glanced at Yu Xiaojiang lying on the ground and shook his head, saying, it's hopeless. Impossible. Yu Xiaojiang was the first person who didn't look down upon him for having a blue-silver grass martial soul. To him, he was like a father. Moreover, the other party has a high level of knowledge, and after learning from him as a teacher, I have learned a lot. But Tang San knew that the path of Soul Master was a long and arduous one. Without a leader and relying on himself, he would not have known that it would take a monkey year and a horse month to figure it out. Therefore, he still did not allow Yu Xiaojiang to have an accident. Quickly got off the bed and rushed to Yu Xiaojiang's side. Child, don't do useless work anymore. The toxin has spread throughout his body, invading his heart, and it's impossible to save him. The middle-aged soul master understood Tang San's feelings at this moment and patted his shoulder. No. I want to save him. I must save him. Tang San ignored the middle-aged soul master and knelt in front of Yu Xiaojiang, pulling out a pile of bottles and jars of all sizes from the Bright Moon Night of the 24 Bridges. As a hidden player of the Tang clan in his past life, he not only learned Tang clan's hidden weapons, techniques, and poison, but also learned many detoxification techniques. Tang San attempted to use his soul power to perceive the condition inside Yu Xiaojiang's body. What's going on? My soul power is gone. He tried to use Shen Gong again to perceive. What? My Shen Gong has also been invalidated. Tang San couldn't believe that all of this was true. Child, although you have held on to your life, your meridians have all been broken, and you can only be an ordinary person in the future. The middle-aged soul master didn't want to tell Tang San this cruel fact so quickly. Tang San had crimson eyes and clenched his hands in the shape of fists. The bulging veins on top showed how angry he was at the moment. Damn it. Damn mandala snake, you have your own way to die. In the end, Tang San had no choice but to rely on his senses and manipulate Yu Xiaojiang. Fortunately, it can still be saved. It's just. Tang San silently glanced under Yu Xiaojiang. The middle-aged soul master looked at Tang San with some disbelief. He's only 6 years old, he actually has this ability. I remember the black-robed man who entrusted these two people to me again. It seems that their back end is not simple. Half an hour later, Tang San weakly wiped the sweat off his forehead. Saving is rescuing, that is. The teacher can only be an ordinary person in the future, without even a martial soul. And also lacks fertility. Tang San finished speaking and lowered his eyes. After rescuing Yu Xiaojiang, Tang San opened a room again. Returning, locking the door tightly and confirming that no one would enter, he carefully took off his clothes and lowered his head, leaving only a burnt black seam. The teacher can't be a man anymore, and he himself is not. But he won't tell the teacher or anyone about this matter, he can only close the door and silently lick his wound. Mandala snake, please wait for me. My meridians are broken, but I can connect them back. Although my soul power is temporarily gone, it will come back. Wait for me. When I become successful, it will be the day you die. On the other side. Compared to Tang San and Yu Xiaojiang's misfortune, Morin appeared very happy. Great. The evolution points and cultivation years both meet the conditions. Next, it's evolution. Morin was so anxious, and there was also his consideration. The soul-hunting forest itself is not large. Over the past year, almost all the soul beasts have been treated with his whimpering. It can be said that when he goes out now, he basically either can't touch soul beasts, or he meets only old lovers. It's okay to cheat twice at once. If you cheat too much, how could a mother soul beast fall for him? Moreover, he has deceived me. Pooh, among the female soul beasts who have had a romantic relationship with him, there are not many with higher cultivation than him. If they launch a fierce attack and put it under house arrest, let's have a night of singing and singing. He really likes it. It's just mother soul beasts will only affect the speed of their evolution. Moreover, Morin would never give up a wider forest for the sake of a mother. Detected that the host has met the conditions for evolution. May I ask if it is time to evolve now? The sound of the system suddenly sounded in my ear. Evolution. Evolutionary preparation. The conditions for the number of evolutionary points are met. The conditions for evolutionary years are met. Evolving the next second, Morin felt as if his head was about to explode in pain. Fortunately, this pain came and went quickly. Morin suddenly realized that his body had turned pink. Ah-ha! The visual sensation of this pink powder makes Morin a bit uncomfortable. He immediately called up the system panel to view his basic information. Species. Three-eyed python, gender. Male, cultivation. 100 years, skills. Snake venom LV2, devouring ability LV2, evolution points 0/1000, spirit control ability LV2, diamond scales LV2, invisibility, human-faced magic spider with soul bones, breath gathering. 100 years of cultivation. What kind of thing? After evolution, cultivation will actually regress. Morin suddenly realized that his body had shrunk, only about 1 meter. Although the host's cultivation has regressed, all your skills have been upgraded by 1 level based on the original level. Morin, who was preparing to go berserk, glanced at the system panel again and found that all the skills had really been enhanced, which made him feel better. If one's cultivation goes backwards, and skills and so on also go backwards, then it's better to make some yarn. Minute strike. Suddenly, Morin keenly sensed fluctuations in soul power. Invisible. A soul master of the agile attack style quietly appeared. Strange. Just now, I clearly felt the scent of a soul beast here, but suddenly it stopped. The other 6 soul masters heard the voice of the sensitive attack type soul master and all appeared from the dark. It seems like today is another empty day. End of this chapter. Chapter 9. Angry Tang Hao. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 9. Angry Tang Hao. Chapter 9. Angry Tang Hao. It is obvious that this is a team of professional soul hunters who hunt soul beasts. The sky is getting dark, let's go out first. The leading soul master glanced at the sky and found nothing in the past few days, making his eyebrows almost furrow. One of the female auxiliary soul masters seemed to have stiffened for a while, but soon returned to normal. Upon closer inspection, her walking posture seems a bit off. Mind control. A beam of silver light emanated from the vertical pupils on Morin's forehead to the entire team of Soul Masters. In an instant, the eyelids of the 7 Soul Masters all drooped, as if losing their luster. Morin swiftly ran up the female Soul Master's feet. All the way up wherever you go, it feels like caressing a pure and flawless warm jade, which is simply irresistible. Finally, Morin's tail wrapped around the slender waist of the female auxiliary Soul Master, giving a comfortable whimper. The touch of a human little sister is different. He seemed to understand that sentence, as the ancient said. Death under the peony flower, being a ghost is also charming. The true meaning of this sentence has been conveyed. As they approached the exit, Morin crawled into the huge backpack of the leading Soul Master. Fortunately, Soul Master teams like them that rely on hunting Soul Masters for a living will be equipped with a huge backpack to collect materials, otherwise. Morin is really difficult to hide. Hold your breath. Among the Soul Masters guarding the Soul Hunting Forest, there are not many strong ones. For the sake of conservatism, Morin exerted all his might to restrain himself. Fortunately, it seems that in places like this where soul beasts are raised, the strength of the guardians is not particularly strong. Will not exceed the level of Soul Saint. As a result, Morin easily walked out of the Soul Hunting Forest under the leadership of the Soul Master team. After coming out of the Soul Hunting Forest, Morin steered this team of Soul Masters non-stop towards the direction of the Starry Forest. The Star Forest is the true paradise of soul beasts. Only the Starry Forest can allow Morin to evolve faster, become stronger, acquire more skills, and encounter better female soul beasts. Morin and his group had just left the Soul Hunting Forest in the front, but in the back, a gust of wind blew by. The Soul Master guarding the forest seemed to feel a black shadow passing through his eyes. Do you feel like someone just entered the forest? No, maybe it's the wind. Didn't it? The Soul Master scratched his head. Is it because he stayed up late that his vision was poor? You should know that any Soul Master entering the Soul Hunting Forest must obtain the consent of the Martial Soul Hall. Otherwise, they will have to be prepared to be enemies with the entire Martial Soul Hall. Back in the day, Haotian sect, known as the #1 sect in the world, had to retire because they offended the Martial Soul Hall. At the same time, Martial Soul Hall, Papal Hall. Under the Pope's crown, according to the Soul Masters who went into the Soul Hunting Forest to search for soul rings. The Soul Master soldier looked up at the noble and beautiful Pope under the throne and said, "Most of the male soul beasts in the Soul Hunting Forest have inexplicably disappeared, leaving only a large number of pregnant female soul beasts. In order to ensure the abundance of soul beasts in the Soul Hunting Forest, the Martial Soul Hall has regulations that prohibit the unjustified killing of pregnant female soul beasts. And soul beasts generally do not go missing, they may be killed by Soul Masters as soul rings. It is also possible that the losing side of the competition between soul beasts has been devoured, but it will never leave behind a large number of pregnant female soul beasts like it does now. In this way, not only can they not let Soul Masters go in to hunt soul beasts, but they also need to protect those pregnant female soul beasts well. Moon Pass, Ghost, you two go investigate and find out what's going on." Bibi Dong lazily sat on the throne, with no visible joy or anger on his face. "Obey me." Under the Pope's crown. Chrysanthemum Dolua and Ghost Dolua slowly walked out of the papal palace and disappeared into place. Tonight, the Soul Hunting Forest is destined to be a sleepless night. Wherever the shadows go, soul beasts and corpses are scattered everywhere. Where is the Mandala Snake? Mandala Snake, get out of here. The little Mandala Snake dares to depose my son, I will shatter your body into pieces. When Ju Dolua and Gue Dolua arrived, they couldn't believe their eyes. How cruel. Chrysanthemum Dolua raised her orchid fingers and gently covered her nose. From afar, when they saw the black figure, an incredulous expression appeared in their eyes. Go back and report to the Pope. Two figures came silently and left silently again. Third, please kill me. After Yu Xiaojiang woke up, her martial soul and soul power were gone. Completely reduced to a useless person. These are not enough to truly hit him. After all, the title of useless person has been following him for decades. I have long been invincible. What truly deprives him of the courage to live is that he is not even an ordinary man. After being corroded by toxins, there is only a burnt black charcoal left in his place. Teacher. Don't worry, one day I will definitely make the mandala snake return all of this. It's okay if Tang San doesn't mention it. When mentioning the mandala snake, the emerald green figure appeared in Yu Xiaojiang's mind, and his entire body trembled and roared loudly. Don't mention that snake. Don't mention him. Ah. Why did he take Tang San to the soul hunting forest? If we don't take him, wouldn't all of this happen? But who would have thought that on the outskirts of the soul hunting forest, there would be a mutated three-eyed mandala snake that had just been around for 1,000 years? Teacher. Please calm down. Escaping cannot solve the problem, we must face it bravely. Bravely face a fart. Yu Xiaojiang couldn't help but burst out with a vulgar sentence. I'm not even a man now, what's the point of living? Talking too much is useless. Tang San's own mood was not much better either. In order to prevent Yu Xiaojiang from looking for opportunities when he couldn't see him, he silently went behind Yu Xiaojiang and stabbed him in the neck. Yu Xiaojiang's eyes turned black and he fainted. Teacher, do you know that it's not that you can't be a man alone? Tang San looked towards the direction of the soul-hunting forest with hatred. The reason they became what they are now is all because of that three-eyed mandala snake. If it weren't for it, I and my teacher won't fall into this situation either. After I have strong strength, I will definitely make your life more difficult than death. Tang San fiercely lowered the mandala snake in his heart. The primary task now is to restore soul power to normal and obtain the first soul ring. Perhaps absorbing the power of soul rings can make me. Tang San glanced under himself. Revitalization. Another thing is that Tang people can use the power of absorbing soul rings to nourish their muscles and veins again. Only in this way can he truly grow into a strong person. End of this chapter. Chapter 10. Morin's Happiness Beyond Imagination. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 10. Morin's Happiness Beyond Imagination. Oh my. You slept so comfortably. This night, he slept to his heart's content. In the billions. Mua mua mua. Morin mercifully ordered the Soul Master team to return. I happily swam towards the starry forest. The Soul Master team walked all the way to a small town near the Star Forest, only to realize later how they came to the Star Forest. But I didn't think much about it either. After all, fate still exists. Probably controlled by something. Anyway, there aren't many soul beasts in the soul hunting forest, so why don't they stay here? Morin didn't kill them because they were just small tools and there was no need to kill them, it was just secondary. Yo ho, mother soul beasts, are you all ready? Brother, I'm here. Morin's happiness was much greater than he had imagined. Not long after entering the starry forest, I saw two 300-year-old golden earth mice. He is about 1 meter long and has a golden complexion all over. A mouse can grow so big, truly worthy of the Dolua continent. Look at them like they're on a date. Morin raised his eyebrows slightly and did not hide himself. Instead, he appeared in front of the two golden field mice in a daze. Brother Lon, look at that, what a cute little snake. It's pink. The male golden earth mouse just invited out the beautiful woman today, intending to showcase itself in front of her. Holding the hand of the mother golden earth mouse, he approached Morin in a tone of charity. For the sake of your cuteness, I won't kill you, but allow you to become a servant. Having taken on such a cute snake as a follower, Xiaohong will definitely love it even more, right? Don't think it doesn't know, there are other male golden king mice crazily pursuing Little Red. Humph, Xiaohong can only be its attendant. No one dares to talk to me like this. Great. You have taken the path of death. Morin looked deeply at the mother golden mouse and said, "Are you Red Sister?" "Ha! How do you know my name is Xiaohong?" Morin is just spreading nonsense. After all, Red and Blue have had many CPs since ancient times. The male is called Blue, the female is naturally called Red. I didn't expect to guess correctly. Interesting. Red Sister is so beautiful. In fact, I have been falling in love with you for a long time, but I haven't found a chance. Now that I see you with others, I can't help it anymore, that's why I appeared. In Morin's deep gaze, only Xiaohong's shadow remained. At this moment, Xiaohong's heart seemed to be pierced by something, and her whole body trembled. He is really so affectionate. Even a century-old snake dares to pry into the corner of a wall in front of me, watching me kill you. Xiaohong almost rushed to Molin's face, blocking the attack of the male golden earth mouse. "Lan, I won't let you kill him." In a place that Xiaohong couldn't see, Morin made a provocative face at Lan. "Can't hit me." Slightly blue chi is extremely strong, but Xiaohong is blocking in front. If it uses soul skills, it will inevitably harm it. "Xiaohong, he lied to you, only I am sincere about you." That's right, it must be very safe for Red Sister's Blue to protect such a powerful soul beast. Unlike me, with such a low level, it only drags down my sister. Morin's sighs rushed straight into the heavenly cover of the mother golden earth mouse. "If you dare to kill him, I will never talk to you again in the future." The male golden ground mouse can't care about anything. This snake must die. Damn stinky snake, let me show you my prowess. Blue limbs lowered backwards, diving into a diving position. In the next second, the limbs seemed to be spring-loaded and bounced up in front of Morin in an instant. Morin remained calm and unhurried. As soon as it arrived in front of him, he opened his mouth and swallowed it in one gulp. Swallow the 300-year-old king of gold rat, gain evolution points x1, and obtain bloodline. Golden vein. What is the golden bloodline? But now is not the time to think about it. Morin pretended to be surprised and covered his mouth. "Oh my, Red Sister. I didn't mean to, it bumped into my mouth on its own." Morin stood in the same place, aggrieved, like a frightened little white rabbit. Xiaohong is truly the sole beast of the starry forest, and even when her boyfriend was killed, she showed great composure. Seeing Morin frightened like this, Xiaohong, who was overflowing with maternal love, hugged him into her arms. "As soul beasts, it's not easy for us to survive. Before that, I had 3 boyfriends who had already died at the hands of human soul masters." Morin naturally climbed up the pole, with a body of about 1 meter tightly wrapped around Xiaohong's body. "Feel free to rub. Wipe, I didn't expect this mother golden field mouse to be taken so easily." He. 2 hours later Morin is satisfied. At this point, the positions of the two have also been reversed. Xiaohong was lying on top of Morin. Obviously, these 2 hours have been very comfortable and enjoyable. "Morin, where are you going?" Seeing that Morin seemed to be leaving, the golden hamster quickly grabbed his tail. "The world is so big, I want to go see it. Don't worry, when I have enough self-protection ability, I will definitely come back to find you. Wait for me to come back obediently." Before coming to the Star Forest, Morin had already calculated. The evolutionary conditions for this time require 1,000 evolutionary points and 5,000 years for evolutionary cultivation. That means he needs to have at least 5,000 children this time. Sure enough, the greater the ability, the greater the responsibility. Fortunately, with 5,000 children and their soul beast abilities, the problem is not significant. It just takes time. There are indeed many soul beasts in the starry forest. As the saying goes, danger and opportunity coexist. Morin knew that he had to grow up as soon as possible. Xiaohong has been so obsessed with Morin that she doesn't want to. When she heard Morin say so, she wouldn't be willing to keep him. Brother Morin, I'm waiting for you to come back. Morin nodded. Swinging his tail gracefully, he walked confidently towards the starry forest. Looking at the countless soul beasts around, Morin licked his mouth. Find the best hunting spot first. Where is the best hunting spot? 10 minutes later, Morin arrived at the soul beast drinking point on the outskirts of the starry forest. Countless soul beasts have already gathered here. The arrival of Morin did not catch their attention. A small snake that has only been around for 100 years, even if it is used for tooth-making sacrifices, it may not be enough to fill the gaps between its teeth. Morin licked the corner of his mouth with his slender snake venom. Starting to devour crazily, these soul beasts probably never dreamed that a small snake would kill them. Swallow 210-year-old leeches, gain evolution points x1, and obtain blood-sucking ability. Blood-sucking ability can absorb the opponent's body blood, causing anemia and death. End of this chapter.